Last night, the 76ers stunned the Celtics in Game 5. Joel Embiid, he went off, 33 for him. Tyrese Maxey had a Game 2, putting a double-double, 25 and 10. The Sixers can now even the series tomorrow in Philadelphia. As for the Celtics, Jason Tatum had 24 and 16, but their team as a whole struggled to shoot the basketball, especially in the fourth quarter. In fact, the 11 points in the fourth quarter by the Celtics are their fewest points in the fourth of a playoff game since 2013, including missing their last 14 field goals. That's the longest streak to end a playoff game since 2005. Here was Joel Embiid, the winner last night, after his stellar performance.
A lot of people might have takes of, that I might be lazy or whatever, but, every single time I'm on the floor, I want to play as hard as possible. I want to do whatever it takes to win a basketball game, whether it's on offense, on defense. I just want to play basketball. I just want to enjoy these moments, just being part of a basketball team, that's trying to accomplish something. Just thankful to be in a position where I get to play. I don't know how long I can do this, so I just want to enjoy as much as possible.
Okay. So Embiid addressing the critics there. Do you think the criticism around Embiid is fair?
Yes, I do, because you got to play. He played 39 games this year. You got to play. And he's never played, let's be honest, too. He's never played in a conference final. He never got out of the second round of the playoffs. He's a center. He's never gotten out of the second round of the playoffs. Now, he's great, and he played very well last night. I give him a break, of course, on Sunday because of the appendicitis. You can't get on him. Team was a little out of kilter, and they're dangerous. I think that's the point I want to make here. This, to me, now the Celtics, they were 11 for 39 from three. That's typical Boston, where they have these shooting games they don't win. And, Derek White missed that big one at 97-94, which you showed the highlights. They're always culpable. I'm not saying that, but Philly's good. Right? They only played how many games, you said?
23 games together.
And they were not that great, like 11 and 10, right? But that team's got talent. So they are very capable of putting the Celtics in a very scary position on Saturday night. They could win the game Thursday, could win that game because they're due to play a good game at home. They lost their first two. They go Saturday up in Boston. Embiid has one of those games. Celtics don't make shots. So the Knicks are going to win. And I think the Celtics will win too, but I'm not as confident with the Celtics because I think Philly's a very dangerous team, and they're due to win a home game. They are due to win a home game in this series. And here's one last thing before, Stevie, I'm going to say. There are two series in the NBA right now that America wants to see. Two. Nobody's that wrapped up in the games right now. Nobody wants to see Minnesota's hurt, so you can't go crazy on the San Antonio series. You want to see Spurs Thunder, which is going to be a great series. Because the Celtic Knicks winner is going to kill Cleveland. Harden will stink. Mitchell's overrated. They're going to kill Cleveland. And I've been telling Steve for 6 months about Detroit, about they can't shoot. Where's the secondary offense? And now he sees the light today by telling me Detroit can't make any baskets. How many times have I said that about Detroit this year? 100%.
He had Detroit wiping the floor with the Knicks.
Oh, he loved Detroit.
Doggy. You're absolutely right.
Oh, good.
For 6 months. I got to give it to you. You were on me about, Michael Wilbon, he kept bringing up that Detroit can't shoot. Detroit can't shoot.
He's right.
And I wouldn't listen because I was caught up with how they bum rushed the Knicks. And all I wasn't thinking about Detroit overall. I was just thinking about Detroit against the Knicks. You understand? But I didn't know that they would shoot this damn badly. I ain't going to lie to you. So Doggy is absolutely right. I have no comeback for that. Let me get to Embiid. Doggy, Wilbon, Shay, it's rare that I do this, but I'm going to ask for compassion, the word compassion, when it comes to Joel Embiid. I know he's injury prone. Doggy, how many people do you know missed the first 2 years of their career due to injuries? That was Joel Embiid. He gets drafted third overall. We all know coming out of Kansas, he would have been number one. But they took him number 3 because there were injury concerns and the top 2 teams didn't take him. When Joel Embiid is healthy, before Wembanyama came along at 7'5", we looked at Joel Embiid healthy and we said, this is one of the best big men ever. And if he were healthy against Jokic, I would have wanted Embiid. And that was a debate. because the brother is that skilled, that pure, and by the way, doesn't fade in big moments. We can't blame him for the absence of success with the Philadelphia 76ers when you had Ben Simmons, you know, with all of his issues, but never an issue when it came to go to the bank to get the check. Never had an issue then. Only when it came to actually staying on the basketball court, treating the basketball court like it was the front lines of Afghanistan, of crying out loud. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So you had Ben Simmons there. And then James Harden came there and didn't show up for that game 6 and 7, which you've lamented. Embiid is big time. He's just big time unhealthy too. And when you look at him, sure, the Sixers, 35 points in the third quarter. They outscored them by about 29 points in the last 22 minutes of the game. This is the effect that Joel Embiid can have on the Philadelphia 76ers. If this is all you need to know about Joel Embiid, and I don't think anybody would disagree with this, if Joel Embiid was 85% or better, we would consider the Sixers a title contender. We literally would. We would look at them and say, yo, man, you got to deal with this monster because he's that great. And when people talk about the laziness, I want Joel Embiid to know, not everybody, bro. Not everybody said that about you. I certainly never said that about you. And there's plenty of people who don't. This dude has had practically every injury that the human body can incur. I mean, there isn't an injury that this man hasn't experienced. And he had it from the moment he came into the league. He missed his first 2 years of NBA action because of it. It's just unfortunate. There's nothing you could do about it, guys. It just isn't.
His body, I'm going to agree with you about asking for compassion. And I think a lot about Embiid because I'm one of those people who, remember when Paul George worked with us, Stephen A., in the finals a couple of years ago? And I was egging him on to go to Philadelphia, you know, get out of L.A., get away, go to Philadelphia. He could be that piece, that bridge between, you know, Embiid and a younger core.
That's before they got VJ, yeah.
Before they got VJ. His body it's not up to the rigors of an 82-game basketball schedule. And this is not real. Look, everybody can't be Robert Parrish and Kareem and Shaq. There are Anthony Davises and Bill Walton. And at that size, a lot of people, maybe half of the great talents at that size, we don't know what's going on in their bodies. This is not like talking about some 6'4" shooting guard. Joel Embiid has had all of these things go on with him. And then on a night like last night, he still struggled to push off to get the ball over the rim with 2 feet in the paint. But moving away from that, you still see he's got this mid-range game. And you're like, wow, this is a special talent. But we don't know whether he can even finish this series at that level. That has been the history of it. He's never played 70 games. Not 1 year has he played 70 games.
65 when winning MVP.
65 one time, and he won the MVP.
Right.
So yes, Stephen A., I'm with you about compassion. Look, the Celtics, they throw in one clunker every series, even when they won the championship 2 years ago. They throw a clunker in. Right. They don't do it twice. And so the scare is, if you're a Celtics fan, wait a minute, this is a second time, and we haven't even gotten to game 6. I don't think there'll be another one. I think they can make enough adjustments. Look, they stubbornly want to play that way. They don't have to. They want to. But they get to Philadelphia this weekend or tomorrow night, and they're up against it. We may see necessarily a different reactive Boston Celtics team.
We will. I think we will. Listen, bottom line is this: if Boston hits their threes, if they hit 35% or better from three, they're winning. And if they don't, they'll lose. But Doggy, to get back to your point, the reason that I'm insistent and I'm imploring you to throw compassion into the equation is because I know you know your history. And what I'm saying to you is that Embiid is not somebody that we can look at that was, high school, college, and then pros, and he's healthy, and then all of a sudden he gets hurt and he can't seem to have the recuperative powers, or, in the off season, you're not taking care of yourself and you're using the regular season to get ready instead of being somebody like LeBron and Steph Curry and others who stay ready. I'm trying to let the world know that is clearly not the case with Joel Embiid. This man has been injured since we've seen him play basketball. It happened at Kansas. It happened his first 2 years in the NBA. It's happened every year since. This man, and it's not one chronic injury. What body part has not been injured on Joel Embiid? During 1 year, he had to actually wear a face mask because there were fractured bones on his face. This is, I mean, everything that could possibly happen to somebody has happened to him. So I'm just saying, to see a guy go against the Knicks a couple of years ago on one leg and average 35, to see him go against Jokic and people were chirping about who's better, Jokic or him, or Jokic is great, and then he goes up against Jokic face up and drops 47. The way he used to call people out, Wilbon, embracing challenges, and then would step on the court and back it up with an offensive repertoire that we haven't seen from a 7-footer in our lifetime until Wembanyama came along. This is who Joel Embiid is. It's just that the man can't stay healthy to save his life. He has been cursed with bad health. It's really a shame because he's an absolute Hall of Fame talent. Absolute Hall of Fame. He just can't stay healthy.
Which we obviously saw last night. For the here and now, though, the Sixers getting healthy, learning how to play together, and now they're in a pivotal situation with the Boston Celtics. Coming up here on First Take.